default game modes. We'll start with the enemies that can heal themselves, which is Healing Void and Aiding Void. They have this icon to show if they have healing ability or not. You can see if you hover your mouse, tap on them. You can still get damage income with their healed HP, which you might think if you keep them alive and deal enough damage to not kill them and generate infinite cash. But the truth is, they can only stay alive for 35s after spawning. Means they will disappear, die without you trying to damage them. And that's all for the healing enemies. Now let's move into the next one. Next, we have the lead enemies, which they're immune to any towers that doesn't have lead penetration. The lead enemies being Lead Void, Carbon Void, Titanium Void, and Large Lead Void. Same as Healing Voids, they also have an icon. That's all for lead enemies. Not much to say about them. The third enemy type being Hiddens, and they're Void Ghost, Phantom Void, Cloaked Void, Ghoul Void, and Haunting Void. Their icon being like this. When Cloaked Void's cloak is destroyed, they'll no longer be hidden. An Armored Haunted Void being the opposite, while having armor itself is visible until the armor is broken, which will make them self-hidden. The very last enemies are Plasma Void, Cursor Void, Laser Void, Stone Void, Clone Void, and Crimson Void. These are their icons. Plasma Void is immune to plasma damage, which is only Wizard and Accelerator. Cursor Void steals $50 from every players every 1.5 seconds. Laser Void will create a beam of laser in randomized direction. Towers got hit by it get stunned for a short time. Stone Void only receive 50% damage from all attacks. Means tower can only deal half of their damage towards it. Clone Void can clone every enemies nearby, but cannot clone Massive Void or Void Lords. Crimson Void gets stronger and faster the more towers that's placed down. And that's every default enemies in default game modes. Next, we'll move into Grandmaster Enemies. Void Mage, the first Grandmaster exclusive enemy that you'll see. You can also see this on Ghost Pepper challenges as well. Void Mage continuously spawn Heavy Void, then Dark Void at later waves. Due to the new scaling system, we can only see it spawns Dark Void. Void Mage has a shield that resists to all fire damage, which is being Pyro, Fire Mage, Gunner, Level 3+, Vera's Berserk Sentry. Upon breaking the shield, it summons a few Fuser Voids. Fuser Void starts running from the exit to entrance and being hidden. When reaching entrance, it does nothing. But if it touches any enemies on the way, it fully heals and gives extra HP and increase their speed. The first boss of Grandmaster mode and exclusive only, Void Guardian. It continuously spawns Dark Void in front and behind itself, and spawns 3 Leafy Void every 6k HP is taken. The second boss, Amethyst Void Lord. She can summon every enemies that are spawned before wave 60, spawn 3 huge voids every 20% HP is taken. And she heals herself every 20s. The more support tower there are, the more she heals. The fastest enemy to be ever existed, Flighty Void. And the most dangerous Void if you don't kill it fast enough, Duplicator Void. Flighty Void is the buff version of Swift Void. Swift Void, knowingly to be the second fastest, Duplicator has this icon. Instead of meaning heals, it is regenerate instead. The Duplicator will duplicate itself, and the other self can also duplicate itself, which made it deadly for almost every defense due to lack of DPS or Pierce. Third boss, Ruby Void Lord. She can summon every enemies that are spawned before wave 80, spawn 3 massive voids every 20% HP is taken. She can stun every Ruby towers if there's a Ruby Queen level 8+, or make every enemies on board and few newly spawned ones immune to Ruby Tower's attack if there's more than 35 of them. The final boss of Grandmaster, Hybrid Void Lord. She can only summon huge voids and armored haunting voids. 3 armored massive void every 20% HP is taken. And her abilities are combined of Amethyst Void Lord and Ruby Void Lord. Now comes to the spiciest challenge, Ghost Pepper. Magic Magma, upon dying, will explode and affected enemies will gain a huge speed boost. This is where things get spicy. Inferno Boss. She continuously spawns Magma Minion and spawns a decoy version of herself every 25% HP taken. She can resist 25% of fire damage. Every 15 to 25s, throws her spear towards random towers and stun them for a short time. Every 20 to 30s, heals herself with 0.5% HP per fire damage tower, and she moves faster the less HP she has. The super spicy version of herself has come, Wave 100 Inferno Boss. She has the same abilities mentioned previously, but now she throws her spear towards random player. If player got hit by her spear, they will die and their towers are stunned for a short time. Players can easily dodge her spear by keep moving. One of a final challenge. The first boss, Hydra Witch. She summons Hydra Minion every few seconds and Hydra Shocker every 20% HP taken. She can increase nearby enemies' HP by 75%. Any master upgrade will be stunned, and few towers in range also be stunned. Hydra Shocker will start from exit to entrance, similar to Fuser Void. But instead of fusing into any voids, it stuns tower on its way to entrance. Next, the Blindness, Witch of Darkness. She makes every enemies on board, including herself, hidden and decrease tower's range by 30%. She makes the map filled with darkness for 2s every 5s, leaving you only 3s to see. If taken enough HP, summons a Blind Bat and immunes to every attack until Blind Bat is taken down. Now we're with Nyaw, Senior Mage, another summer boss from 2023. Every 2s, she summons lightning bolts to stun towers hit and nearby towers. She gives herself a shield if 25% HP of herself is taken, the shield giving herself 600,000 HP. If the shield isn't taken down, she spawns some Aqua Guardians and continuously spawn heavy water. Every 5 to 7s, she summons randomized Summer 2023 enemies and summon 2 major enemies every 4th use. And those enemies that has abilities are Aqua Cursor and Aqua Shielder. Aqua Cursor will disable every abilities of towers on board until it is taken down. Aqua Shielder give enemies that lack of abilities a permanent shield, reducing 25% of all damage. Now return back to Nyaw. If you don't kill her within 4 minutes, she'll pull her ultimate attack. No matter how much HP she is, towers are unable to attack her while she's pulling the move. Next we have Megumi Nekokami Magma. For some reason, her hitbox is 2x bigger than her visual. Not sure if this is a bug or not. She can be stronger if you let her live longer. And she's immune to all fire damage and gets healed from them instead. She summons few magic beams as continuously spammed to stun towers got hit. She can summon Halloween 2023 enemies. This also means if you let her live for too long, she can spam tanky enemies. And the one that has an ability is Magma Witch. She makes newly spawned enemies to 50% of her current path with few exceptions. The Cold has come, the Blade Mistress and Ice Archer. Both of them are immune to ice damage and receive buffs by it. Ice Archer spawns light ice every few seconds, iced huge every 20% HP taken. And he slowed down fire rate of nearby towers by 25% every 8s. Every 12s, shoot 3 arrows that stuns hit towers for 4s. And the Blade Mistress, she doesn't move like other bosses. Instead, she rushes to 1/3 of the map every 1 minute and stays still where she is, leaving you 4 minutes to take her down. Every 15s, she spin her swords and flung pieces of ice towards towers, stunning them for a short time. And she summons 1 Sentient Void every 4s and 4 Frozen Guardian every 20% HP taken. Sentient Void stuns rabbit towers when smashed to the ground. The rabbit towers being Gunner, Swordswoman, Pyro, and Magician. The last and final boss, Absolute Zero. He can summon 10 to 50 randomized Black Blizzard enemies, and he freezes Hybrid Card at 75% HP, Amethyst at 50% HP, and Ruby at 25% HP. That's all for the final challenge enemies. Now let's move to Misc Enemies, which is the enemies that are inaccessible and can only be seen in Archive or be spawned by admin commands. First, we have Ghost Pepper's Inferno Boss and Carolina Reaper's Inferno Boss. Both of them can increase nearby enemies' speed to 2x and resist 25% fire damage. And they can summon Magma Minion and Inferno Decoy, but the Ghost Pepper version, she can only do that on wave 60 onwards. Next, we have Hydra Witch, the Summer Heat version. Similar to the version in Final Challenge, she can summon Hydra Minions and Hydra Shocker every 20% HP taken. And every few seconds, buff nearby enemies' HP by 50%. Any master upgrades done itself and few towers in range. This version is the same as the other one, but has weaker abilities. To the Halloween of 2022 bosses, Witch of Greed and Witch of Heat. Witch of Greed, she steals 10 to 15% cash of all players. In hard mode, when wave 100 starts, she makes all tower selling value to 0 and players' cash is capped at 100,000. She can summon a Gold Bat and Bat of Misfortune. And she makes all new spawn enemies spawn with 2 by HP and walk at 0.5 by speed. She has 2 by HP of Witch of Greed or Witch of Darkness, but moves 0.5x slower. Witch of Heat. She makes all new spawned enemies spawn with 1.5x speed. She stuns nearby towers, and on wave 100, every master upgrade cannot be bought and master towers are stunned for 25s. Teresa cannot stop this. She summons a magma bat every few seconds and a totem every 25% HP taken. While totem is present, she stays still and immune to every attack, heal herself until totem is destroyed. The winter bosses are here, Cold Brute and Cold Apprentice. Similar to the Blade Mistress and Ice Archer, they are immune to ice damage and gets buffed from it. Cold Brute seeks out to the highest damage tower and stun them for 3s minimum. And he summons Hard Ice every 2.5 seconds and Iced Massive every 20% HP taken. Cold Apprentice, she can rushes forward and stun along with damaging players in her way. And every 15s, she gives all voids 100% HP and caps at 20,000 HP. Every 2.5 seconds, she summons Fortified Ice. Mizu Young Mage, the Summer 2023 boss. Similar to her older sister, Kaio, she can summon randomized Summer 2023 enemies and 2 major enemies every 4th use. She can generate a huge water ball and throws it toward towers, stunning hit towers for a short time. Every 25% HP taken, she defends herself and gains 250,000 HP. Same as her sister, she spawns Aqua Guardians and continuously spawn heavy water until her defense is removed. She pulls her ultimate attack if not killed within 5 minutes. Same as her sister, she's immune to every attack while doing so. Mini Nikokami Trainee is the final boss of this video. Same as Megumi, the longer she stays, the stronger she is. She throws her self-made grenade towards towers and stun them for a short time. She can summon a shield that gives her temporary HP while presenting, and she can summon enemies. The longer she stays, the more tanky enemies she spawns. The enemy that can only be spawned in sandbox or by admin commands, Test Void. Itself doesn't have any abilities but have super large hitbox, super slow, and no immunity. And it is very sensitive against stun and knockback. When get stunned, it stays still for a long time before being able to move. And when get 1 knockback by a level 0 Cassie, can easily push it to entrance. Last enemy of this video and can only be spawned by admin commands, Shark. Itself cannot be stunned, knocked back, or slowed down. When reaching exit, it does not remove any of your base HP. While it is still alive, it plays sound Shark Pog. Here is how it sounds like.
Shark Pog.
And upon dying, plays A sound, the same sound that's used in the A badge. I cannot find the sound, but you can see it for yourself by doing the A badge or watch any videos of it. That's everything for this video. For more enemies information, check the Google document in the description of this video. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.